Hi, this is John Sicari from BigFatPanda.com. And when I'm not bringing you closer to the Disney parks, in PandaVision, I'm listening to the Disney Parks Podcast.
Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Casanova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Parkhopper John from WDWParkhoppers.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast. My name is Parkhopper John, and I come to you from WDWParkhoppers.com. Joining me, as always, is my cohort in crime, my partner in the parks, my friend where there is no other, Mr. Tony Casanova from Disney by the Numbers. How you doing this evening?
Happy 4th of July, or post-4th of July. I hope everybody's gotten over their hot dogs.
Yes.
Hot dog eating contest or whatever you did.
Yeah.
Fireworks watching, beer drinking.
Well, I'm still
working on your leftover six-pack from the party.
Yes. We ran the Peachtree Road Race in Atlanta yesterday morning, and we drove back home through all the fireworks. So that was kind of fun. So we totally missed the Disney fireworks. How were they this year on the?
They're pretty good. They were really good. Yeah, I think they changed a couple things. They always change the fireworks themselves. I think the songs kind of still stayed the same.
Right.
Big storm coming. Thank you, Mother Nature.
Yeah, it passed through here earlier.
Yep, so it's on its way here.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it was good. Illuminations, always, they had some more lasers and things to that show. The show I did see no video of yet from the 4th of July was the Star Wars show. I wanted to see if they changed that up.
I'm sure they probably didn't. I mean, there's no USA component in Star Wars.
You never know with them. You really don't. Maybe they had a bigger grand finale just for, shits and giggles. I don't know. Yeah. So, all right. But
I find your lack of patriotism disturbing.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows? I know they have started to get the fire elements going. So, I may have to go back and see the fire. I really want to wait till everything is done now. I really don't want to go back and then go back again until they get all the other stuff going. But anyway, if you do go, I think they do have some of the fire flamethrowers now on the Grumman's Chinese Theater fired up, ready to go. But anyway, this show is brought to you by our great friends at themeparkconcierge.com. If you are looking for somebody to give you that VIP experience in Central Florida or now Disneyland, please give Ramon a call at 407-257-9973. You can email Ramon at themeparkconcierge.com. If you'd like to see what Ramon and his whole team can provide for you, I highly suggest that you go visit themeparkconcierge.com. Tell them the Disney Parks Podcast sent you, and he'll take 10% off your next bill. So go check him out, themeparkconcierge.com. All right, John.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm very excited. I was leading right into what you were going to say, man. I'm excited about this weekend.
You ready for Bob? Bob ready for us?
I'm ready for Yeehaw Bob. It's going to be awesome.
You look great, Bob.
Thanks, Bob. You look great. And don't screw it up. Don't mess it up. That's what he says.
Yeah. All right. If you don't know what we're talking about, we are having a meetup this July 9th at 8:30 p.m. at the River Roost. We're going to hang out with Yeehaw Bob. Hoot, holler, scream, yell, have some drinks.
March around.
Possibly have conversation, if that's even possible, over Bob's screaming and yelling and singing. But that's what we're going to do. Also on August 20th, we are going to head to Splitsville between the hours of 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. for some food, drink, bowling, pool, whatever you want to do. We'll get a whole bunch of tables and just kind of hang out. And then if you want to go shoot a game of pool, go do that. You want to come back, come back. Want to go do some bowling, go do that. There's some pass holder discounts for the bowling, DVC discounts for the bowling. So if you're going to be in town, you want to give it a shot, try. I suggest you do that. That will be August 20th. I'm going to ask you this, my friends of the internet. We are planning for a little fireworks cruise in September. And if you are interested, email the Disney Parks Podcast at gmail.com and let us know if you're interested. This will help us try and figure out if we need one boat or two boats. And maybe we'll have a boat race or, I don't know, maybe we'll play
in the red zone, Parkhopper John's, Johnny's, and the blue zone. You've got the Tony tumblers.
Maybe we'll race around Bay Lake. I don't know. So that's it. And then stay tuned for October, November, and December. We'll make those announcements of those meetups coming soon. We have some interesting things planned for the fall, but that will be it. All right. Yeah. If you don't know, I am wearing this month's, and John's wearing, I think last month or the month before. I can't remember.
Yeah, the month before. Yeah, I got the month before. I got the Jungle Book shirt on.
This is part of the Disney by the Number T-shirt club. If you'd like to join, I suggest that you go to disneybythenumbers.com. On the left-hand side, you'll see T-shirt club. Sign up. Once we have a new shirt, we'll email you. It's usually out for a limited time. You order it, the shirt goes away, we ship it to you, and life goes on to the next month, of which you'll get another shirt. And you buy only the ones you want. You don't like it, you don't buy it. You don't have the money this month, you don't buy it. And they are very, very cheap. They're $13 for regular, $16 for extended sizes, and the shipping is only $5 up to 5 shirts. So,
and by cheap, he means economical. The quality of the shirts.
The quality shirt is very good. The ability to purchase them at less than Disney price is cheap.
Yes, the ability to purchase them at less than Disney price is also very high. It's great. Yeah. They're great shirts. Almost my entire wardrobe is Disney by the Numbers T-shirt club shirts now, much to my wife's chagrin.
And last but not least, if you don't know, we are now on Google Play. And if you can, go rate us and review us out on Google Play, Stitcher, iTunes, and all those thingies out there. That would help us greatly. So that's it, John. That's our little...
That's our little, that's our the promos for the week. And I guess
promos for the week, the little chit-chat bit-bat.
Nothing else we could do, but I guess is to get into the news.
And now, Disney Parks Podcast News.
Well, hey, if you're like me and you're a big fan of Wreck-It Ralph, apparently Disney Animation is about to wreck it on March 9th. Walt Disney Animation Studios has announced that the smash hit Wreck-It Ralph is officially getting a sequel. The Oscar-nominated team for the original film is reteaming for the follow-up, including director Rich Moore and producer Clark Spencer. Phil Johnson joins Moore as director and a writer for the project. John C. Reilly's coming as the bad guy turned good Ralph, with Sarah Silverman back on board as the girl with the game-winning glitch, Vanellope von Schweetz. The film is scheduled to hit theaters March 9th, 2018. From the moment Disney started working on the first Wreck-It Ralph, they knew they had so many possibilities with those characters. This time, Ralph's wreaks havoc on the web as only he can do. Characters that we all loved in the first film are going to come back, and Disney is very ecstatic to be working with them and the actors who voice them once again. Previously dated on March 9th, Walt Disney Animation's Gigantic will be moved back to November 21st, 2018. So that's a very interesting move there. I've heard some not so great rumors about Gigantic not being a great movie.
That means that movie's not ready.
It's not ready.
That's what that means. It's back to the drawing board for something because they needed extra time.
Basically, is a gigantic Jack and the Beanstalk with the giant being a girl, like a little girl, giant girl?
I believe that was the premise, yes. Yeah. We're doing all the movies with, rather than guys, it'll be women. And if it was a woman, it'll be a guy. That's what they're doing now with everything. It's not just Disney. Everything is being done that way.
Yes, we're changing genders on everything, and
we run out of fresh ideas. We're just going to redo everything with different genders now.
That's right. Yes, flip the gender makes it more unique.
Yeah.
What was the first time that happened with you that it really kind of made you go, huh?
Gosh.
While you're thinking, mine was Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, really?
So when I was a little kid, I used to watch, there used to be a TV show, Battlestar Galactica. Dirk Benedict, the guy who played Face from the A-Team, was in it. Richard Hatch played, Apollo.
Right.
Lauren Green played Apollo's dad. And when they came back with the new version on Sci-Fi about a dozen years ago, they flipped some of the roles. So, like, Dirk Benedict's character was changed into a girl. Katie Sackhoff played him.
Right.
It was crazy. Boomer was played by a tall African American man. Was now played by a short Asian American girl.
Right.
So they had some of those things like that. They changed the relationship between Apollo and his dad a lot, and it was just kind of an interesting twist. And I did enjoy it, although for the first couple of episodes it was freaky.
Yeah, I'm sure. Maybe it was Star Trek Enterprise, seeing a woman as a captain.
Yeah, but that's different, though. I mean, that's not like that'd be like if they redid Star Trek and changed Captain Kirk to a woman. That would be funny. Tantamount to the same thing.
That would be funny.
Yeah, not that a woman can't be the captain of a Starfleet ship. It's just
it's crazy.
Takes some getting used to.
Yep. All right. Did you know, John, that Disney Springs is celebrating officially the grand opening as of July 1st?
I saw something pop up on the Disney Parks blog, but I did not know they were planning on doing this. Please enlighten me.
Yeah, but how could that be if there's still stores that aren't even built or, ready to go? So that's what they're saying.
Here's the crazy thing. I mean, they've changed the name, yes, but I mean, a majority of Disney Springs is still the same thing.
Exactly. All right, but here's the other weird thing that it's really not my favorite thing. But on any given night, John, there are more than 20 different entertainment acts performing throughout the Disney Springs neighborhoods, and it's all free. So here is some of the stuff that you can find at Disney Springs. Sleeping Sunset, which plays pop music. The I-4 Band Top 40. There's Chaz Robinson, who does pop. Now, stop me if you know any of these, John.
Yeah, okay. I'll jump right in there.
Okay, there you go. Casey Conroy, which does contemporary and pop. The Plus One, which is country. The Vintage Vinyl, which does contemporary with vintage sound. The Davey Stewart, which does jazz. CeCe Tennille, any relationship to Captain, who does R&B. The Jerry Williams Band, who does funk. And the Liam Duncan Trio, which is acoustic, mixing it up all summer long. So
I have heard of none of those.
Exactly. Let me finish, and then I will give my a simple thought. Beat the Heat DJ party is every afternoon over at the Marketplace Fountain. That's right between Earl of Sandwich and Once Upon a Toy, that little sprinkler area. Is now flowing by giving guests young and old the chance to splash the day away in that lovely reclaimed water.
Oh, yeah.
With a combination of chill summer tunes and a variety of ice-cold frosty beverages with options for adults and kids. Nearby, this will be the spot to cool down. Now, there is a lot going on with the retail side of Disney Springs. And here are some of the things that I have collected from Disney's blog. All right. Columbia Sportswear is giving 25% off the entire store. You can buy the whole store for 25% off.
Brilliant.
That is just good wording. Lucky Brand is giving you 40% off. Sperry is giving 50% off select items. Kipling is 25% off the entire store with 40% off select colors. Alex and Annie is 30% off, and that's a deal and a steal.
Yeah, that's a steal. Oh,
Yep.
Pray for me. Sarah's into Alex and Annie now.
Oh, you're done.
I bought her first one, so I can't complain.
Well, then you poked the beast, and now you pay the price, my friend. Under 50 is 30% off accessories and jewelries. Francesca's is buy one, get one, 50% off accessories. Irwin Pearl is 10% off the Maya collection. Melissa Shoes is 40 to 60% off select styles when you buy 2 or more pairs. That's hardly a sale. Johnny Was is 20% off in store. I don't know where else I would get it. Zara summer sale is happening now. Lacoste up to 50% off select items. Johnston & Murphy is buy one, get one, 50% off apparel. And American Threads is buy one, get 50% off the regular price. And exclusions apply. So if you're in the Disney Springs area this summer, these are subject to change. And I think they're going on all the way until September. So go check this out at some of these stores and let me know, what you think, if you buy anything, and I'd really be interested because some of these are pretty good sales. I mean, the Alex and Annie is hardly ever on sale, I don't think. That's like a Tony and Burke sale. That never happens either.
Yeah, we were in there, maybe a week and a half ago. We were inside some of the stores, inside the big covered air-conditioned area.
Yeah.
And we went in one of them, I guess it was Threads. We were in Threads, and we saw some of the sales going on. And I looked at the salesperson. I said, I don't mean this disrespectfully. You just opened. And he's like, yep. I said, and you already have like a 50% sale going? He's like, yep. And I'm like, okay. He says, it's a corporate thing. I mean, it's like the Gap. There's always a sale going.
And we'll get to the Gap a little later on.
Oh, sweet. Nice to know that I can.
But here's my thing about the music, too. And I think our opinions are a little bit different. I would just like Disney Springs to have one music thing. Like all the speakers should be playing one Disney theme song or something. It's almost like the parks. Each land's got its own thing. I get that. And maybe Disney Springs can be like that. You have the West Side, the Town Center, the Marketplace, etc. They can have their own themed Disney-style music. But it's just that sometimes the music just doesn't fit the mood of Disney Springs, if you know what I'm saying. It's too pop, or it's too this, or it's too that. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just an old fart.
Well, I'm not going to say that, but you're probably not too far off base with that because, they're gunning for, you really have to stop and think about a large section now of Disney Springs is a shopping mall. There's no way around it. It's a shopping mall. Right. And the way they've got it set up is, they're going to play their shopping mall music. And, at certain times of day, the music has to be a certain way. If it's a slow period, they're going to play slower music because they want people to slow down and really take the time shopping. If it's a more busy period, they'll play faster music so people will shop faster and go to more stores. I'm with you though on I really wish each neighborhood in Disney Springs had its own theme, which it might. I just haven't spent enough time in all of the themed areas to get a feel for each theme because they certainly have a different theme and look to all the different areas.
Right.
these musical acts and stuff, I don't have nearly as much as a problem with them because, Disney has done a phenomenal job of advertising to the world to come to Walt Disney World. They've also done a phenomenal job of raising their prices. Yeah. So, you can sort of afford staying on Disney property. Great. Now the theme park tickets are a whole nother issue altogether. Sure. And we've all complained about the prices of the theme park tickets, but Disney Springs is free. So if they could get a lot of people
free for now.
Free for now, yeah. If they could get a lot of people in Disney Springs spending money, then it's worth it to have a lot of entertainment options to keep people engaged. And it's a great place that you can come for free to spend the afternoon or the entire day. And you see a bunch of acts, playing different music and stuff. You're going to spend money on food at some point. There's a Starbucks now at every corner. Sure. And so it's a win-win, and it makes sense. It keeps people there longer, and it takes a lot of the pressure off the theme parks.
Yeah. The other thing I will tell you is the valet has now gone up. If you remember, gosh, it's probably a long, long time ago. They had kind of this tiered pricing. It was like $10 for up to 2 hours, and then $12 for up to 3 hours, and then it went up to all the way up to like $25. Now it's just a flat $20, whether it's 5 minutes or 500 hours. So just be leery of that. There is now valet parking in 3 places. One by the Lime Garage, one by the Orange Garage, and one by Cirque du Soleil. So if you don't want to park your car, or if the garage is full, or the surface area is full, or it's raining, and you want somebody else to take care of your parking for you, valet's now $20 flat rate.
But don't they still have the free option if you
do tables in Wonderland? It's still free.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah, but there's not many places now that take tables down there.
Well, yeah, that's a downside.
That's the downside. Splitsville still takes it. Marimoto still takes it.
For now.
For now. That's it.
Yeah. And before we move off of Disney Springs, we want to make sure that that this Friday, we're going to have another bonus episode of the Disney Parks podcast. We're going to be talking about all of the dining places at Disney Springs. We're going to give our list of the top 5 dining places, but we're also really going to kind of dig into the new eateries, the new places down at Disney. So we've finally been able to both spend enough time down there that we feel like we can probably, with some semblance of authority, talk about the different food options that there are down in the Springs. So that's going to be this Friday. Look for that sometime Friday morning. It should be hitting the internets. So make sure you check that out.
Yep. That sounds good.
And if you're looking for a unique Magic Band design, maybe you're having a special event, a wedding reception, or a honeymoon, or maybe a family reunion, or maybe you just want to get rid of the same old boring color that you have and you'd like something new and fanciful, MagicYourBands.com is definitely the way to go. Magic Your Bands is working with the Disney Parks Podcast and giving anyone who uses Disney Parks Podcast at checkout a 10% discount on your order. Magic Your Bands has incredibly pre-designed Magic Band designs. They've got great stuff for the holidays, especially Halloween with their glow-in-the-dark bands. They've got great Christmas designs. They've got theme park designs. They've got different design stuff pre-done, or you can use your own designs as well, and they'll get with you about customizing your own Magic Band artwork so you can have your own design on your Magic Band. MagicYourBand.com. You can follow the link at Disney Parks Podcast. Tell them that we sent you, and again, they'll save you 10% at checkout. That's a pretty good deal, right?
Yep, very good.
All right, so adventure awaits with the new Disney Pin Quest coming to the Magic Kingdom Park. Not only can you now play games at Epcot almost all year round, now you can start to do it all around the Magic Kingdom. First, it started with the third game. First, it started with the Sorcerer of the Magic Kingdom. Then it was the whole treasure chest thing at
the Pirates.
That Pirates game at Adventureland. So now Disney is excited to announce a new Disney pin trading scavenger hunt, no less, that has started at the Magic Kingdom as of June 30th, featuring steampunk-inspired artwork. The Disney Fun Quest reminds us of pin pursuits from the mid-2000s at Walt Disney World Resort. The first step for this pin quest is to purchase an adventure kit, which contains a lanyard that showcases your pins, a decoder medal for use with Pin Quest pins, and a lanyard pouch to hold the map included in the adventure kit. The lanyard pouch also holds Pin Quest clue cards, say that 10 times fast, which are sold separately.
I'm shocked.
There are six different Pin Quest clue cards. Each clue card has a question that needs answering and shared with a Navigate Ear cast member. Kyle stretched on that one. In a specific location. Once solved, you can redeem the clue card for a Pin Quest pin using the perforated ticket at the bottom of the card. Continue the hunt by using the decoder medal from the adventure kit. Line up the arrows to each pin to determine your next destination within the Magic Kingdom Park. After purchasing all 6 clue cards and receiving stamps and pins from each location, guests should return to either Frontier Trading Post in Frontierland or Curtain Call Collectibles in the Main Street USA area. At those designated locations, guests will have completed the entire Magic Kingdom Pin Quest and are eligible to purchase a Questier pin, completer pin, and all items for the Pin Quest are available while supplies last. Those items will not be sold online or via the Shop Disney Parks mobile app. You'll need a separate admission to the Magic Kingdom Park in order to participate.
So this is very much like the Easter egg thing. It's the same dealio. Basically, you just purchase the kit, then you go purchase the 6 cards, go find those cast members, give them the thing, have them punch the thing, and then on your way out, get your pin and be done with it.
Right. Now, for someone who's visiting, that might be something fun to do. For a local, I'd love to do this. This sounds like fun. And I think they should do it in all 4 parks. You know, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, have different things,
the only thing that we don't know is the
I don't
pricing.
know why they keep... Yeah, we don't know the price. And we don't... Why do they keep doing them in the Magic Kingdom? There are 3 other parks. I don't know if they know that. Right? Do they know there are 3 other parks?
Right. Well, let's just be honest. We need to take the Hollywood Studios off for just a little bit because
it would be a very fast quest.
It's messed up.
It'd be a very quick quest.
Yes.
But it would certainly give people something to do in that park while all the attractions are being refurbished.
Sure. I'm assuming that the kit is probably running $12 to $20.
Yeah, probably.
And then each of the cards is probably costing you $6 to $8, and then the Quest ear pins probably costing you $12 to $15, something like that. Yeah, so you're probably looking at what, 50, 60, 70. You're probably looking total, $100.
If you're into the steampunk things, I would say give it a shot.
Why not? And if you've got time to do it, if it's for a limited time only, I would probably not do it. But if it's like this is something that we're going to keep for several months, and I could go back over and over and over again, it would be worth it to me. If I were visiting on vacation, I would not. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't. If you're a pin person and you've been to the parks a ton, you're just looking for something different to do aside from having to get your rides in, this might not be worth it for you because it's going to eat up a lot of your time.
I often ask myself why they haven't expanded the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom game to Tomorrowland, still vacant, has nothing, and B, why they haven't made that to all 4 parks. Put them in all 4 parks, and you have to go to all 4 parks. A, if you are really into that game and you are not a local or a pass holder, then you could sell more park tickets because people may want to go on those quests, I would think.
Right. And it's the same concept, I think, is what they have at that park right down the street with their 2 little Perry Hotter sections and their interactive wand thingies.
Right.
It's a lot different. It's better in so many ways, but still it's the same concept.
Yeah. It's the wand is used in both places, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So that's
and they have two different types of wands. They have non-interactive wands and they have interactive wands. So you can spend like $40 on a wand. You can spend like $20 on a wand.
Yeah, perfect. Good thinking. All right. If you like the show and you would like to help us out, we would like for you to go visit us at Patreon, patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast. And there you can find an easy, simple way to contribute to help support this show. Share it with your friends. You can give as little as, I think it is $1 now. And as always, we'd like to thank our current contributors, David, Stacy, Willie, and Eva. We appreciate everything that you do to help support the show. This is a crazy thing that I read, and I just thought it was weird enough for us to talk about. Disney is testing, you ready for this? Sit down, kids. Automated fast pass cameras at non-attraction locations. So, the story is this. Disney is currently testing the use of installed stationary cameras activated by guests at non-attraction locations around the Magic Kingdom. And what does this mean? Well, I'll tell you. It means that guests are able to stand in front of a stationary camera, activate the camera to take their photo, and then link it to their My Disney Experience /PhotoPass account, just as they would when they're interacting with a PhotoPass photographer by just tapping your little magic bracelet thing there on your wrist. The test is currently taking place in front of Rapunzel's Tower at the Magic Kingdom, but will be moved to the Sword and the Stone in Fantasyland soon. Cast members will temporarily be around helping guests test the new system during this period, and all participating guests will receive a free photo to download as a thank you for helping during this test. The use of such a system would eliminate the need for PhotoPass photographers around these locations, but would be helpful for times when a PhotoPass photographer would not be staffed at such a location anyway. This system would require the permanent infrastructure of an installed stationary camera to remain there in all times. Now, here are my questions. One is it a really, really good camera that they're just leaving on a tripod? Not bolted down to anything? That's question number one. Question number two is, what if it's out of focus? Who's going to focus it to make sure that it's in focus? Question number two. Question number three, if it is bolted down in some fashion and it's raining, what kind of picture am I going to get of this? Is the camera encased in something so it doesn't get wet? I have a lot of questions. I have to go find this now and hunt it down and see it for myself because yes. I have lots of questions.
Yeah,
I mean, and the whole other thing of the PhotoPass person is that you can give them your camera to also take a picture with your camera to take the picture of you.
You have landed on the second reason Disney is doing this.
Yeah, they want you to buy the pictures. But for all of us pass holders now, we get the pictures for free. So I don't care.
No, that is not true.
Well, that's not true. For most of the pass holder selection things, you get the pictures for free.
Right. If you're an annual pass holder with no blackout dates, which a lot of people are not now. Okay. They are because they didn't want to spend the extra money for days they're not going to use.
So you're telling me the gold doesn't get download?
Is gold the one with the blackout? Well, because there's two. There's blackout dates with PhotoPass, blackout dates without. We are the blackout dates without because PhotoPass isn't that big a deal to us. Because if we really wanted a picture, there's usually a PhotoPass photographer. Yeah. So here's the deal. Here's my thing. They are not going to put a Canon D600 or whatever the latest Canon. No.
Are they going to put like a GoPro in a little?
No. What they're going to do? So maybe
it's just a security camera.
I do have the ability to mute you, and I'll pull that trigger. When you go to Canada and you go through customs, you have to put your passport in, and they take a picture of you, and then you take it and you get a slip of paper and you take it to the customs with your passport, and then you have to go through another thing where they take your picture, and it's just in a box. You stand up, you line up your shot, you press a button, and then it takes your picture. Mm-hmm. They're going to set up these little kiosks. It first of all, it plays in perfectly to America's desire to only take selfies. Nobody wants somebody else to take their picture for them because they all want to do these selfies. And I'm fine with that. I'm the same way on a lot of occasion. But if you want to get a whole group of people in, this is brilliant. You put the box out there. You put your PhotoPass Plus card up, or whatever they're calling it now, Memory Maker or whatever. You put your card up there. It turns on everything. It gives you what you're looking at. It puts a frame up so you know that everybody has to be in the frame. And then you press a button and it gives you a count of 10. And you're all standing there and you're like, 3, 2, 1, click. It takes the picture. It's brilliant. It does two things. It eliminates the need for a human being to be standing there all day and paying that person whatever they're making per hour, plus whatever benefits they may or may not get, plus all that other craziness. It's just a box. And two, it eliminates the person standing there, so they're not having to work twice as hard because they're going to take tick pictures, and they're going to take somebody's cell phone and go chick. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to start taking pictures, which it's like the Disney Cruise Line. Disney Cruise Line is one of the few cruise lines that a cast member can take your photo with your phone or camera. Really? Other cruise lines will absolutely not do it.
Really?
Really.
That's really stupid.
We were in a port, and they had some characters at the bottom of the ramp. They had some pirates because we were in can't remember where we are. We were Caribbean. Somewhere in the Caribbean, and they had some pirates down there. We wanted to get a picture taken, so we handed the guy our phone. And he says, "I can't take this picture." I'm like, "Why not?" He says, "We can't take pictures with because the cruise line wants you to pay $20 per photo." Yeah. Disney's doing the exact same thing. Makes total sense. Again, it runs parallel perfectly to their desire to what can we do that doesn't add any more money, for the price of a person and the camera. Why don't they just buy a box with the camera built in and the software? Software already exists on the internet.
Here's the other thing. Here's my fear. Besides the things I've already forementioned. Food and wine, cameras all over the place in different places. The Eiffel Tower shot, I could see nobody there. In front of the phone booths over in England. Drunken people doing stupid things in front of these cameras, mooning them, twerking, the whole gamut of stupid human things that will happen in front of these cameras is going to shock and awe Disney to the fact that they're going to pull these things out.
I don't think so. There's still going to be cast members around.
I don't know. If they're going to call these automated and unmanned,
who knows?
If you're going to put a cast member there to watch it, you might as well give them a camera. Right?
Exactly.
So I don't know. I have lots of fear of this going bad. I get it, but I need to. I'm going to have to go see it for myself. I have to go see it.
Yeah, me too. I there in some ways I think it's going to be great. Other ways I think it's going to be.
Yeah.
I am okay with it only in the sense that. Pardon me. I'm okay with it only in the sense that if it doesn't eliminate all the PhotoPass photographers.
Yeah, it can't eliminate all of them. It just can't.
But if they don't eliminate and they really start bringing more of these automated systems in, mm-hmm. I'm suspecting that very soon Disney will say we're no longer allowing our photographers to use guest cameras or guest cell phones because mm-hmm. the liability is too great. When in reality, they just don't want to do it because they want everybody to do PhotoPass. Because really, honestly, it's a great concept, and it's super expensive.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very careful when I give my phone to somebody. I usually don't let go until I say to them, "Do you have it?" And when they say yes, then I let go of the phone. Because I don't want them to feel responsible for it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm shocked that you give someone your phone because your phone is one of those phone wallet things. And your credit cards and stuff are in there. I'm like, dude, you're giving your life away to somebody who could palm a card very easily.
No, my credit cards are never in there. The credit cards are always in my wallet. The things that are in that thing are my Disney cards, and I've changed it. But anyway.
All right, cool. Well, now we know what to pick. If you're picking, pick the wallet in the pants. That'll make Tony's day too.
Lots of luck.
Hey, this next story is purely a rumor, but I've read it in a couple of different places. And while on one hand, I'm very excited because this deals with an attraction. It deals with an attraction that has been needed to be taken out back like Old Yeller for the last 20 years. And B, I'm very excited about the possibility of this project becoming what the rumor is. But on the other hand, I'm really confused because it absolutely does not fit at all into the theme park.
Yeah.
So remember, this is purely rumor. Purely rumor. I don't
belongs in a different park.
I don't have a rumor about. I don't have a rumor sound anymore. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go with rumor. We don't know. It's either that or. Okay. So Ellen's Universe of Energy at Walt Disney World's Epcot is rumored to likely to be closing soon to bring in a Guardians of the Galaxy themed attraction.
Weird.
With some clarifying from inside sources, it seems likely that the Universe of Energy at Epcot is going to be closing and be replaced with a Guardians of the Galaxy attraction. I'm excited about that. I'm a Guardians fan. It's my favorite Marvel movie. I love it so. I'm excited about the concept of it being over in California Adventure. Not really excited about them taking away the Tower of Terror, even though it's not my favorite ride. Right. But the original thought was, and I'd read this too, the original thought was it was going to take over Mission Space. Makes even more sense. But that would be overlaid with the Guardians of the Galaxy thing. But apparently that rumor was incorrect. As instead, God, if this comes true, it'll be freaky. There are currently plans for a lavish update to Mission Space that's been put on hold by Walt Disney Imagineering. And while there's not a lot of information about the project yet, it seems that the Guardians of the Galaxy attraction is going to be replacing Ellen's Universe of Energy adventure. I can't believe they're actually moving forward with it. Barring some unforeseen complications, it's likely that the building will be gutted or demolished and replaced with a Guardians of the Galaxy themed.
They won't demolish that building.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
They have the solar panels on top, and they won't demolish that building. They'll gut it, yes, but I don't think they'll demolish it.
Rumors indicate that Bob Chapek, the new chairman at Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, was key in this decision. Chapek spent 3.5 years in charge of Disney consumer products, but this is his first role in the Parks and Resorts division of the company. Universe of Energy could close as soon as fall of 2016, but Disney has made no announcement of any closure as of yet. What do you think about that?
I think this belongs in the studios. It doesn't belong in Epcot. I would love to see something happen either to Mission Space or Ellen, but not this. You need to make Future World again. And I don't think Guardians of the Galaxy is the key to that.
Yes. There's one other place that the Guardians of the Galaxy attraction makes even more sense to me, and that's in Tomorrowland. Yeah, sure. First stop, Hollywood Studios. Perfect sense. But I'm sure that they don't want Guardians of the Galaxy in any way, shape, or form
to compete with Star
Wars. Yeah. So Tomorrowland could stand to be, Guardian of the Galaxy-ified, but I'm not sure that they're allowed to put that in there. So I would love to see what they do with this.
Yeah.
But I just don't. It's going to have to be hella incredible, and I'm sure that at this point it's probably going to be like a motion simulator type ride.
Yeah, so that was my other question. what do you think they're going to do? What do you think they're going to do, and what do you want them to do?
Oh my God! What I think that they're going to do
in under an hour.
In under an hour? No, I think it's very simple. I think what they're going to do is they're going to create a motion simulator ride, a la a Transformers or a Harry Potter. Yeah, where you go on an adventure, hopefully with a moving vehicle, more like Spider-Man or Transformers.
Okay.
Where your ride vehicle moves through the building, and then there's screens set up where things happen. Where you're actually sitting in the Milano, which is the name of the spaceship. You've got the Guardians there with you, or somehow you figure out how to do that. That's what I want to have happen. What I think is going to have happen is you're probably just going to sit down and everything's going to happen around you, and you're just going to sit for 10 minutes, 5 minutes. I think they're going to do something very similar to Star Tours, because the technology is so stinking easy to do. They'll have a bunch of different theaters that you go into, and then the screen will drop down and it'll be a 3D screen with Quill and Gamora and Drax and Rocket and Groot, and they're all going to stand there and, we need your help, Guardians. Are you ready to become a Guardian of the Galaxy? And then they'll sit there and then da, 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 I can't stop this feeling. Right. It could be great. I don't understand the Epcot thing.
Yeah.
Unless they're absolutely just ditching the idea of Future World altogether.
Yeah.
Future World.
I mean, as a kid, I thought Epcot Future World stuff was cool. I loved going to Epcot and just hanging out in Future World. In those two little pavilions, there was always some technology or something that was like, oh, that'd be so cool. Look at this computer. Look at this.
Right.
And now it's lost that thing. And, anyway.
It's no longer about education. It's just a theme park.
It's not even edutainment anymore. It's just bleh.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's just sponsors in a building. Hey, last week we had a trivia contest, as we always do. We asked the question is, what are the names of the ferry boats at the Magic Kingdom that run from TTC to Magic Kingdom? And Peg Sincola is the winner. So, Peg, if you can email us your mailing address at DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com. We will send you something in the mail. And the correct answer for anybody that would like to know, it's the Admiral Joe Fowler, which was originally called Magic Kingdom 1, and it's green. It's got green stuff on it. Then there's the Richard F. Irvine, which was originally called the Magic Kingdom 2, and that is red. And then there is the all-inspiring the General Joe Potter, which was called the Kingdom Queen, and that is blue. So there you have it, kids. Those are the name of the three ferry boats. If you ever want to know the name of that thing that you're on, well, it's going, wah, wah. It's that. All right, this week's question, we should say there were two runners-up. There's Jamie Sturgeon and Linda Raymond. You also gave answers, but Peg's name was pulled, so she is the winner. This week's question, I thought I'd go over to Disneyland, and there are 5 trains that run on the Disneyland Railroad. Name the 5 trains. They all have very special names.
Snow White, Cinderella.
Yes.
Sleeping Beauty or
yes.
Aurora.
Yes.
Let's see.
Buzz Lightyear.
No, it's Disneyland, so it's got to be sort of like Bambi and
Walt Disney, Roy
Dumbo.
Disney.
Yeah, Walt Disney, Roy Disney,
Michael Eisner.
Michael Eisner.
The Michael Eisner train.
Michael Eisner train is more futuristic. It was designed by some famous architect. Hey,
TCM had those the Disney thing on that we were talking about, and one of the things they were doing was the Waking Sleeping Beauty, and it was so great to see Michael Eisner in front of a camera again. I'm coming for you, Michael. I'm gonna hunt you down. I'm gonna have you on the show. If you're listening, I'm coming for you, Michael.
He means that in the nicest. We really want to talk
do.
to you, interview you. Not, I'm going to stab you in your sleep and I'm going to wear your skin on the weekends, which is how I would take it if you were to say that to me. But what do I know?
No, I'm not going to shank you in your sleep. I just want to on the podcast.
Thanks.
All right. Not that far away, John. We have to start thinking of what we're going to do. Disney's Countdown to Midnight is in play. They are gearing up and getting ready. This year, they're having a bash at the Disney's Contemporary Resort. And this will be a mind-blowing event. It'll be a New Year's Eve celebration at Disney's Contemporary. This ticketed event will take place, guess, John?
At Disney's Contemporary Resort.
On
December
31st.
I'm not as dumb as I look.
It's a great time to have a New Year's Eve party.
It's brilliant. You mean they're not going to have a December 30th New Year's Eve party so they could double down on this? If you can't make New Year's Eve, make New Year's Eve.
Don't give them any ideas, please. This event will start at 8 p.m. at the hotel's convention center. Their guests can ring in 2017 in their Fantasia Ballroom by dancing to music spanning from the 60s to today and trying best of the best of bites, wine pairings from California Grill, Flying Fish, Citricos, and Narcosis. Guests can also enjoy the group alter ego as they perform their extravagant music and dance-filled review. Then stroll outside to catch a unique musical act playing songs of today with a retro twist. The event will be highlighted with the Magic Kingdom Park fireworks viewing and a champagne toast. There'll also be themed photo backdrops and props to help you capture the memories of the evening and receive a souvenir to commemorate the night. Plus, complimentary transportation will be provided for Walt Disney World Resort hotels. Tickets for the special event are extremely limited to about 5 million. Guests with resort reservations can make reservations now, and reservations will be open to all others on July 4th. To purchase or for more information, visit DisneyWorld.com or call 407-939-3463. And what did they admit from this story? The price.
Oh, yeah. The price is going to be ridiculous.
Well, I called.
Being the true blogger that you are, how much does this event cost, Tony Casanova?
This event is actually fairly cheap. It's only $125, I think.
That's not bad.
I think I wrote it down, and now I threw out the piece of paper it was written on. I think it was only like $1.25, and I thought that was kind of cheap.
Yeah,
because it's only 8 to 12. It's only like for 3 hours, so it's not.
That's 4 hours, buddy.
4 hours, but whatever. And they're saying bites, so it's not a plated sit-down dinner.
Right. It's a bunch of hors d'oeuvres, and you get a glass of champagne. I'm not seeing that they don't have an open bar.
No, I'm sure that's extra.
And the funny questions I have is like, okay, so you're going to step outside. Well, there's no place to step outside in the ballroom that I'm aware of. So that means
the convention center. It's like Robin and Robin's wedding. You'll go out on the Porte Cochere in the Magic Kingdom, then they'll pipe in the music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you just
like on the ground, on the ground level.
Yeah, on the ground level, you stand outside at the Porte Cochere there. And
okay.
The fireworks.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Listen, if you're staying at the Contemporary, you don't want to get on a bus and go anywhere or do anything. That's what I'd be doing for $1.25. I would do it if I was staying at the resort.
Yeah,
at Bay Lake. I don't know if I was staying somewhere else, if I would do it. Well, maybe a Magic Kingdom resort. If it's at the Poly or the Grand.
Yeah, maybe. But $125 for a glass of champagne and a bunch of hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because
they're going to be selling alcohol and it's going to be
and this is only
holiday prices.
Yeah, and this is only one of a gazillion events that they're going to have. This is, the first thing that they threw out. There'll be other stuff coming. All the other resorts will be doing something. If you really want something nice, go have the $500 dinner up at California Grill.
All right.
Really?
Well, speaking of the holidays, Disney's also announced the 2016 Candlelight Processional at Epcot dining packages. They're on sale. Now, before I get into this, I have a question. They currently have 9 Candlelight Processional people.
Yeah.
Specific events, which are multiple days that start, it seems to me, the weekend of Thanksgiving. Isn't that a little late? Didn't they normally start this like closer to the front end of November last year?
No.
Did they? Okay.
I actually thought they were starting it a week earlier.
No, it seems to me like they're starting maybe a week later, but I could be wrong. I'll go back and check last year's. So what I thought was so funny was they made the announcement, because the thrust of this announcement is if you're going to go to a Candlelight Processional, you're going to want to do the dinner package. And so they're available now. What's not available is all of the speakers at the Candlelight Processional. So there are 3 dates that you were playing speaker lotto and you're not sure who you're going to get. But I'll get into that in a second. As part of the holidays around the world at Epcot, the Candlelight Processional presents the story of Christmas in truly spectacular fashion with a celebrity narrator, a 50-piece orchestra, and a masked choir. I'm assuming that they're still going to bring in the Voices of Liberty, but they were left off the press release.
Yeah.
Regular listeners to the Parks podcast know that the Candlelight Processional is one of my favorite Parkhopper Sids. I know Tony loves it, but I know that it's a must-do for Parkhopper Sid and myself. It's one of our favorite events for the entire year. It's a holiday tradition that we do, and it's something that we try really hard to never miss. So here's the confirmation list of celebrities that Disney has so far. The first weekend is November 25th through 27th, which is Christian contemporary singer Stephen Curtis Chapman. The big weekend is November 28th through December 1st, which is Neil Patrick Harris. The next big weekend is going to be December 2nd through the 3rd, which is going to be Whoopi Goldberg. December 4th through the 12th, and this may be what it is.
It's going to be me. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, Horse Bucky. November 4th through the 12th, it says TBA. They're going to split those dates into multiple people. That's what's throwing me off. So the 13th through the 15th is Meredith Vieira. The 12th through the 18th is still TBA. The 19th through the 21st is Joe Morton. Crazy.
Yeah.
And the 22nd through the 26th is going to be TBA. That's what's throwing me off. They've grouped all the dates together. So I know that there's more people coming in. That makes sense. And then December 28th through the 30th is everybody's favorite baseball player. Say it with me now, Cal Ripken Jr.
All right, that was just a weird one.
That was kind of strange to me. But hey, who doesn't love Cal Ripken? Great story. Yeah. Baseball's Iron Man. Amazing. The processional is performed.
I'd like to see Jody Benson come back, but that's just me.
I would too. I wish they would bring in, only Disney celebrities.
Yes.
Could you imagine Michael
John Lasseter?
Yeah. Back when I was creating the heavens and the earth, I wanted to have a son. Yes, I was going to call him Michael Eisner II, but I thought that was a little presumptuous. So I just went ahead and called him Jesus.
They should, who they should have come back? They should have somebody like Regis or Joan London, Steve Martin.
Yeah, do a throwback year.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
All celebrities that used to work at a Disney park.
Oh, cool. They had Weird Al Yankovic do it?
Yeah.
That'd be strange. So the processional is performed 3 times per night at 5, 6:45, and 8:15, and during the holiday season at the American Gardens Theater. Now, the packages that I'm talking about are available on select nights, and those include a delicious meal and a guaranteed seat for one of the candlelight processional performances, but availability is limited. This year, in addition to lunch and dinner packages, breakfast options are available at some Epcot restaurants like Akershus, Royal Banquet Hall, and Garden Grill. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner options are also available this year at Captain's Grill at Disney's Yacht Club Resort, with breakfast and dinner options being offered at Trattoria Alforna, at Disney's Boardwalk. I'll come back to that. Candlelight dining processions for breakfast start at an economical $27 plus tax per person for adults, $14 plus tax per person for children. Candlelight dining packages for lunch and dinner start at still $47 plus tax per person for adults, $20 plus tax per person for children, ages 3 to 9. Holidays around the world is an extravaganza of holiday entertainment, merchandise, food, beverages, and festivities where guests can celebrate at Epcot all throughout the holiday season. Time-honored traditions come alive through the sights and sounds of the countries of World Showcase, and live performances and live in the park throughout the day. Candlelight processional dining packages. If you want some information on how to book them, find out more information, or whatever you need, please feel free to call 407-WDW-DINE, 407-939-3463. Now, here's the thing.
We should mention, too, that the dinner packages is I think it's an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. So for $47 at some of these restaurants, that's a reasonable price. Plus, you're getting the candlelight processional reserved seating, which is a huge time saver.
Right. What we wind up doing, and it's unfortunately because we wait so dang late, we wind up going to the beer garden, which is fun. I like it. I like the beer garden. But anyway, so I think one year we went to, we had Japanese, which is really strange. So here's my thing. When you do the dinner packages, you have certain seating areas that you can sit in.
Yes.
And then they have like
assigned.
Right. They have assigned seating areas. Yes. And then they fill up those areas with the dinner packages. And the entire other side is full of people standing in line. And they wait there for hours just to get an open spot.
Especially NPH.
Right. And that's Neil Patrick. Now, Disney is throwing out this breakfast package thing.
Great.
And I think it's wonderful. And on top of that, they're also saying it's not just at Epcot. You could do somewhere in the boardwalk and you could do somewhere in the yacht club.
Yeah, we don't care where you eat, as long as we get your money.
Yeah. Where are the people who are going to be standing in line going to sit?
Nowhere. It's going to be filled up. They're even doing this, for food and wine. We mentioned this the other time. They have special packages now for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for these things. So I think it's good because, listen, you can get off a little bit cheaper. Breakfast is only $27. You have that early in the day. You have the entire rest of the day to figure out what to do in Epcot or any other park for that matter. And then just show up an hour or two before this thing starts. And make sure that when you do go back, that you're standing in the right line. One year, I almost stood in the wrong line. I think last year they were lining up. If you're looking at the stage, they were lining up to the left for the dinner and to the right for the standby. And, don't hold me to that. I mean, they could change that this year. But that's what I remember. So.
Yeah. So just pay attention. Make sure that you're asking a cast member if you're in the least bit confused, because the very last thing you want is to be in the wrong line.
Yeah. And standing there doing nothing. All right. Sounds good. I'd like to see Jody Benson come back. And I think if Jody does come back, I think I might do one of those packages to see Jody. I think I'd like to see her.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Last year, I just stood in the back and listened to it. It's the same thing as standing in the seat. And I didn't pay anything. So there's that too. All right. Hey, the last piece of news I want to mention is the shopping mall. I mean, Disney Springs is getting.
I saw what you did there.
Is getting yet another high-profile brand. Levi's is coming to Disney Springs.
It's an outlet mall. Hey, it's an outlet mall.
So this is going to be denim for the entire family. Yes, kids can even get jeans there too. But this store is going to offer something that not every Levi's store offers. And this will be anyone that wants to can have clothing tailored at the tailor shop which is at the front of the store, which allow shoppers to get their favorite shorts or T-shirts or truckers and accessories personalized by a team of craftsmen. This is only at a handful of Levi locations worldwide, but it will be at the one at Disney Springs. So if you ever wanted something put on your jeans, and I'm sure they're going to limit to what you can put on your jeans.
Right.
Not like they ain't going to put twerking or God Bless America on them because that's not allowed at Disney. You can have something put on there. So it'll be interesting.
Pants with writing on your butt is not allowed at Disney?
Yeah.
Since when?
Since this store is going in, I am sure they're going to have all kinds of rules and regulations about where and what goes on your jeans.
They better pay close attention to all those cheer camps that come through. Just saying.
Yep.
Just saying.
So I don't know where the store's going. It'd also be interesting to see the location because it seems like they're a little late to the game and they're not getting any prime real estate. But I don't think it really matters down there.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
That new section when you come out of the line parking lot, you come out of the line garage.
I think that's the prime real estate.
And you go both ways.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me? I only go one way. I don't know about you.
That's not what I've heard. So when you go away from the world of Disney, like you're going towards, the Under Armour store and you've got all those shops. Mm-hmm. Is there actually a second level of shops? Because those are two stories looking. There's a two-story looking. Some
of those stores are 2 stories.
Okay.
Yeah, some of those stores are 2 stories. Like I think Zara is, Under Armour is. There are a couple stores that are 2 stories over there. D23 is offering a midnight soiree at the Tower of Terror. Now, I'm going to tell you the price, and then I'm going to tell you everything that you get. This is $245 per person, plus a $5 processing fee, which I think they should just include in the price. Call it $250. Tickets will be on sale Monday, July 11th at 12 p.m. Pacific time. Check the D23 event site. And this is the details. You'll check in at 10:30 p.m. and then transportation will begin at 11 p.m. So I don't know how you're going to get there. Transportation doesn't start until 11. I guess if you're driving, you can get there faster. This is available to Gold and Gold family members only. You'll be required to show your ID and a D23 card. The intimate D23 behind-the-scenes experience is somewhat unique and calls for a different kind of introduction. We invite you, if you dare, to join D23 on October 5th at Disney's Hollywood Studio, where you are the star, because this event travels directly to the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Your evening will begin at the Hollywood Tower Hotel, which was once the beacon amid the glitz and glitter of a bustling young movie town. There you'll discover the details and secrets that surround you during and after hours behind-the-scene discussion of the legendary park attraction. Now, I've done a tour of this, and I am telling you, it's fascinating the things you will find out on this tour. They take you actually into the lobby and tell you where they got all the pieces and the history of them and all this kind of crazy stuff. If you're a Tower of Terror fan, you're not going to want to miss this. When the clock strikes 12, it's time to delight in a private midnight soiree at the historic hotel. Enjoy themed food, beverages, and entertainment, and recalling the legendary night in 1939 when 5 unlucky passengers first stepped through the door of an elevator and into a nightmare. They'll have some special guests directly from the Twilight Zone and exclusive opportunities inside the Hollywood Tower of Terror. And I think I have to dig it up. There was a picture of me in front of the fireplace in the lobby, that iconic fireplace. Right. Just me standing there in front of that fireplace. And maybe Mark Silverman is coming for this. That would be a great person.
Maybe Steve Gutenberg will come out and do it.
Maybe Steve Gutenberg will come out. If Mark is there, you'll have a lot of fun. Mark is a fun and interesting person. So I think it's a good event. I think if you have the 2:45, go do it. It's kind of, a late night event. I think it goes from 10:30 to midnight, or I think it was 1 a.m. I think they were saying. So it'll be good. It'll be a lot of fun. If you've never done it and you want to know more about the Tower of Terror, I say go try it. I had a good time, but I'm not going back for 2:45. Mine was a lot less than that. I think I paid $35.
Yeah, shocker.
Yeah. All right, kids. That is it for this week's show. We want to thank you for listening. If you enjoy the show, we always ask you, share it with a friend, share it with some family, share it anywhere you can on Facebook and Twitter and all over the place. And if you'd like to email us at disneyparkspodcast@gmail.com. We are at Disney Podcast or on the Twitters. And if you'd like to visit us on Facebook, maybe RSVP for one of our events over there. All the event information is over on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast. And as we like to say around here, see you in the parks.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.
Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through.